Okay. Pressing all the buttons. Here we go. Looking for hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. I feel like I'm off center. Maybe I just need to sit back. I'll go this way. That's where Alex sometimes is like, is this camera right? And I'm like, yeah, sure. But now I'm like, just so off center. That's okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hey, Alicia. Hi, Shonda. Hello, everybody. Hello, Alyssa from Brentwood, New Hampshire. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Rosemarie from Pennsylvania. Mary from Dublin, Ohio. Hey, Charlotte from Louisiana. Hey, Danielle from California. Hey, Kathy. Kathy, you're in Level Green. Hey, Nicole. Hello, hello. Good evening from Northeast Tennessee. Is it getting warmer there? It is. I'm a little sad about it, but that's okay. Hello, Brenda. Hello. Hello from Wisconsin. Yay for Thursday. Hello from Seal Harbor, Maine. Hey, Cheryl. Hi from Asheville. Hi, Robin from Arizona, formerly Alaska, last 32 years. Wow. Hey from Seattle. Hello, in North Carolina. Sprinting home to get my squishy mail. Order arrived today, apparently. Woohoo! Betsy from Naperville, Illinois. Hello, everyone. Hello from upstate New York, down east Maine. Hello from Loveland, Ohio, Greensburg, Pennsylvania, Rochester, New York, Altoona, Iowa. Hi, Denise. Hello from Illinois. Hey, Paula. Hey, Sam. Hey, Kathy and Karen from Rainy, Washington. Susan says her sound is really soft on Facebook. I don't know if anyone else. I can turn my mic up if I need to. Okay. Hello from Asheville. Hi, Lori on YouTube. And hey, Nikki from Johnstown, Johnstown, Ohio. That one was hard for me tonight. Hello, everyone. Hello from Michigan, Wesley Chapel, Florida, Louisiana. Hey, Jeannie, I'm doing good. How are you? Hey, from League City, Texas. Dot made it. Yay. Move my T so that I can scroll. Hello from Tennessee and Dayton, Ohio. Hello from Colleen in Iowa. Hi, Colleen. Just received part 1 of my Halloween order. Part 2 has more of the oh my gourd. Ooh, yay. Okay, so I'll turn my mic up just a little bit. Everyone says that they hear me okay, but I'll turn it up just a couple bumps. So make sure your volume is up. Do you see us on YouTube? I can't see anyone, but I can see comments from YouTube. All right. Mary Lewis, you've got some pairings in there already. Okay, cool. Hello, everyone. Hey, Val, Chili here in Northern Indiana. You've been on my mind and heart all day. Aw, thanks. Hey, Gina, I've been waiting to place my order all week. Wanted to see pairings. Well, I'm glad you're here. Go ahead and get them in. Type hashtag pairings or pairing, P-A-I-R-I-N-G. My brain stopped spelling for a minute. And what was I saying? Gosh, wow. Blanc. Okay, there it is. Hashtag pairing. Pairing or PAR or with plural with an S. There we go. And then type the colorways that you want to see from badsheepyarn.com. If you're new here, my name is Marcy. I run Bad Sheep Yarn, which is a hand-dyed yarn studio. And on Thursday nights, we all come together. Sometimes we look at patterns. Speaking of, I have a new one on. It's a crochet pattern. It's absolutely beautiful. It will be available tomorrow. And we look at patterns sometimes, or most times, we pair our yarn together so we can see what it'll look like for our projects in real life. And yeah, it's fun. Welcome. We have a good time. We're happy you're here. Marcy, that December sneak peek. Love it already. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad. That's crochet. Yes, Nikki, it is. It's crocheted cables. There's some pairings. We see 8 pairing requests. Okay, good. Hey from Seattle. Oh, the comments went up. Oh, there it is. Hi, Anita. Hey from Seattle. Can't wait for the Little Women. Yay. All right. Making sure. Hello to everyone. Do you still have the blue tweed available? So we took it off really quickly. The fingering weight is back up for a little bit. We're done with the Aran weight. So you should, just today we put the fingering up. We suddenly were like, whoa, and had to make sure we had enough. And then we have enough of the fingering left over. So we're going to have some of that. Or that's up. You can see that now. Oh, I know. Donna says I'll be down near Pensacola in a few weeks, ready for some warmer weather. Wish that you had a shop I could feel and see all the wonderful yarn. Aw, there is one yarn shop here. They might have a little bit of our yarn, but I'm not sure. But I wish we had something too. That would be fun. Pairing request, not parent request. Yes. Yusuko, let me see. The Little Women set, a la mode, and black jeans. I did get it. Oh, wait, did I? I don't see it. I see a Little Women set with a solid or tonal that would pull them all together. But I see your... Oh, because you wrote hashtag PARING. Okay, so go ahead and put that in again, and I should get it. Jeannie asks, have you seen the Northern Lights in Florida? They say you might be able to. I haven't, but I haven't really been looking for them. So we have started, that brings me to something. We have started packing advents. So the Bless UPS's heart, they pulled up today, saw how many boxes we had ready to go for advents, and they said we're going to need to send another truck. So they left and came back just in time, and we shipped out about 150, or maybe not quite that much. We have about 150 packed and ready to go, and we shipped out about 130, I think, today. So the truck was a little full, and we've got about 26 left. So if you want one, now's the time. So we've got about 26 left. That's really not very many. But so if you want one, now's the time. Especially just before the holiday season. Ooh, Melanie got her email that hers is on the way. Oh, Kyra, tuning in from the boring end of work. Well, welcome. Hello. Are the advents gone? I'm so late to the game. Nicole, they're not gone yet. We have a couple left. So there's still a couple on there. We are packing them though. This is the deadline this week, and next week we are shipping them out. So we're about halfway through, and our whole entire team has been working on it. So it's been great. I'm drinking some tea. The last few weeks my throat has been getting so dry when we're doing lives. And so I'm trying to get ahead of that. Hello from Washington. Hi, Lily. What pattern are you wearing? Any suggestions for a pairing for wild blueberry? Alex, if you're watching, that one was from Instagram. If you could type that in. But yes, we have lots of wild blueberry suggestions. The pattern I am wearing, so this is a good one. And then there's the other one with the hashtag pairing zero gravity with Mr. Hyde. And then another one with the wild blueberry, cool. Alex wrote it. Oh, I just got tracking for Advent. Will this video be saved? I'd like to rewatch it later. I'll repost it later on Instagram. And then there's another one, Ice Fog. I'm looking to see. He'll get it. Alex is getting my Instagram pairings for me tonight. Okay. Hello from Hawaii. Hello. Just finished rinsing my squishy mail that came today. I'm pairing garnet, ruby, and emerald with vintage champagne for a Christmas sweater. And I don't think there was one drop of discolored water. Woo! Huge thanks to the BSY team for working so hard to make sure our color work stays beautiful without bleeding. Hello, Lynn from Pennsylvania on TikTok, on the TikTok. Hello. We try really hard, and our wash team does a very good job, and they work really hard to wash it out. With the reds and stuff, I always say, you know, we do our best, but reds are hard. The color red that I'm wearing is Sam, so I'll hold this up.
You're at 25.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Whenever Alex comes in, he pops in my door. Whenever he comes in, he's almost always, I feel like you're going to be telling me something like, don't say that, or like, or like something's wrong, or yeah, I see. Thank you. All right. Yes, Sam, Sam's just like, do you want to close pairings? Yes, that happened very fast. We're only 13 minutes in, but yes, I will. Pairings are closed. I'm sorry, it happened fast. You gotta be fast here. Stephanie says, I love all the pairings. What does everyone make with all these different colorways? Asking for a friend. Well, Stephanie, what people make, we have a Facebook group and also a project gallery on our website, and you can see what people make with some of the stuff. People make tons of beautiful, beautiful things. Janet, watch your numbers. I know. Okay. But, they're posting all the time. We post things. It's Alex usually going through and putting things on the project gallery. So sometimes it takes us a little bit to get to it, but there's tons of stuff on our website. You can on that project gallery, and then on our Facebook group, the BSY Community Official is also. Thank you, Alicia. Alicia in Facebook is linking to the project gallery. All right, so the sweaters, throws, blankets, shawls. So the pattern that I'm wearing tonight, this is a crochet, look at that, crochet sweater scarf. This is, I'm making sure I'm getting all my things so I don't say anything wrong. I have notes. This is the Neve sweater scarf. It's an Irish name, so it will be spelled, I believe, Naimh. It's pronounced Neve. I believe. You guys know how I am with pronunciations. I'll show you, Heather, how a sweater scarf works. This is an absolutely beautiful, it's crocheted in fingering weight. And this one's in sparkle, and our kits will be in sparkle. Oh, Kathy, our pairings are closed, but I see yours on there. So if I have time at the end, I will say, I'll show yours. It is so beautiful. It's a fingering weight this one's in Sparkle. You don't need to use it in Sparkle. Mine sample is made out of Sam, the colorway. We all know that if Sam Remley would have made this for me, it would have been purple. Courtney, you said it was such authority. I'm sure you're right. Sam looks rusty red. It kind of is. It has a lot of oranges in it. It's a warm red for sure. I'm making sure I'm getting comments. How many yards does the sweater shawl use? It is like, just a minute, someone told me the yardage today. It comes in 2 different sizes, and it's 2,409 yards. And let me see. So the designer is Courtney Clark, and her crochet business is Tinderbox. And she so wonderfully created this pattern for us. The pattern does have video tutorials inside. So if you're new to figuring this out, yay. Okay, so I'll show you how it's made or how it's worn. And I think I'm going to do a little reel or something to show too. So you basically, I'll try and talk loud. You have it in half. It's got these little armholes at the end where you put your arms. You could wear it crossed in the front or crossed in the back. Ooh, I have to sneeze. Ah. So I just crossed it back there. It's a little crisscross. And then you put your arms. If Sam had made it, I would have guessed it would have been all neon brights. Unless I'm thinking of someone else. No, it would have been fun and bright. Ooh, Marilyn, greetings from wet and windy Central California. Hello. So you cross it in the back. I'm making sure I'm getting Instagram comments. Sorry, I had to pop out of Instagram to make sure I read it. Okay, good. Here. Do a little. See, it's all crossed in the back. And you can wear it. Hold on. Bear with while I gather myself. Okay. There you go. Crossed. And it's got quite a good amount of fabric in there for crossing it in the back. Here's how it looks on the sleeves. And in spite of the fact that I'm wearing a turtleneck right now, I'm the type of gal that doesn't like to feel trapped in her wearables. So this is really great because you can kind of pull it up if you want, if you like a lot of arm movement, and you can adjust accordingly. I also have worn it. What size is the one you are showing? You know, I'm not sure. We had a sample maker make this for us, and so I'm not sure what size I'm wearing. Apologies. I'm not sure. The other thing is, so now I'm holding it, it's crisscrossed in the front, not the back. And Beth, there is not a knit version. But if you're wanting to dabble in crochet, now's the time. This is absolutely stunning. We took our daughters because one is really into, she plays the viola. And she plays in the orchestra at their school. And there we go. That's how I wore it. We went to the symphony, which was absolutely beautiful. And it's kind of one of the things where you dress up. I almost wore this, but I just was like, oh, I wanted to wear a different outfit. But I had been taking pictures with this, and I almost wore it. Now, don't mind me finagling with things. It's only because I'm online. Ooh, there is a spammer in Instagram. Haven't had one of those in a while. Yeah, the crisscross in front is really pretty. Sorry. like it all to lay very, flat, so that people can see all the details. Anyways, it's very fancy. Yeah, Alex Spammer. It looks like he got it. Very, very pretty. Ooh, KJ says that might be for me. I was thinking of finding a pattern for an old-fashioned bed jacket because I like to read in bed and nights are burr here north. This is perfect for that. This is perfect because you just wrap it around this way in the front or in the back, and then it doesn't get all tangled in your blankets. You know, it's just up top. Nikki. I think they've been blocked. I think Alex got them. All right. Making sure the pattern is gorgeous. I'm not a sparkle girl, but that is so nice. It is so nice. And just in time for this festive holiday season. So we'll have kits for this. Ooh, that would be really pretty, Yasuko. She said, imagine that in sparkle black jeans, which we don't have up yet, but that would be pretty. Just in time for the holidays, this would be. And pretty. So again, this will be the Neve pattern. It's coming out tomorrow.
I don't have control over Instagram comments. I think you have to do it from that.
I can see. It's Facebook that the...
Oh, you were saying Instagram. You had a spammer.
Oh, everyone... It's Facebook.
Oh, I wasn't on Facebook.
Sorry. Sorry. To take a sip of tea and reorient myself. All right. Sparkles. Crochet cables are not as hard as they look. No, and there are video tutorials in the pattern. So that's wonderful. Carol says there is a knit version, the similar knit version on Ravelry. Cool. What color are the kits? So we have them in Juliet. I picked solids-ish because I feel like that would do really well for showing off all these really beautiful cables. There's Juliet, Garland, Bluebird, Velvet, and then I did Samantha. So you can really pick whichever one you want. Those are just the ones that I picked for this. So, and yeah, I said Garland. Okay. It's spelled, Nikki, it is spelled Naihim, I believe. But I have been told it's pronounced Neve. Ooh, I would definitely use Garland or Darkwoods. Yes, those would be really, really pretty. So yeah, here's another little up close look at it. The border has beautiful cabling patterns as well. Very like Celtic knots, you know? It's beautiful. Beth, who wants to make me one? All right. So this is the Neve pattern. It's by Courtney Clark, or the her business name is Tinderbox Crochet. Let me make sure about this. So I love Tinderbox are all of her handles. And this is just absolutely stunning. So, y'all are forever adding to my queue of projects. Mine too, but I'm not mad about it. I love having a lot of projects in my queues. Is this a limited? The pattern is not at all limited, and the yarn in the kits are not limited. Does the pattern have different sizes? Yes, it does. It does have different sizes. What is... I haven't crocheted in years, but it's like riding a bicycle, right? Of course. Of course. So this beautiful pattern will be out tomorrow. Ready for holiday makes. And yeah, we should, it makes me, who's, as you all know, is a very limited in my crochet skills, really, like, it's so beautiful. And also everyone that's like, I'm not really a sparkle gal, me neither, but this one, fancy, very fancy. Oh, Cindy, arrived late. What did I miss? We were just showing this beautiful new crocheted pattern. The Neve crocheted sweater scarf. It'll be out tomorrow. All right. So with that, let's get on to pairings. Making sure I have all the comments. Ooh, Heather says, oh, thank you, Alicia. She tagged some of Courtney's other patterns. Okay. Heather says, I've been learning cables this year for knitting, so it would be interesting to learn them in crochet as well. Yeah, that would be fun. All right, pairings. Beth, I'm excited it's crochet. I learned crochet first, self-taught when I was a kid. It still comes easier to me than knitting. Awesome. Sam. Oh, Sam and Nikki. Oh, gosh. The Little Women colorways come out next week. Laura asked, does it have arms? It does have arms. So, it's the sweater scarf. Here are the arms. There's the armhole opening. Here they are. But yes to the arms. Very cozy, very nice. Patty says crochet is her first language. I love that. I can't knit, only crochet, but I want to learn. Well, hey, this is a great pattern for you for crochet. Oh, I put the sweater on. I put it on backwards. It's inside out right now. Whoopsie. It just got twisted in the back. Ooh, Mindy, I was looking for the pattern last week. Well, here it is. It'll be out this week. Oh, this would be great. Mindy, you would totally love this one. I feel it in my heart. All right, let's get on to pairings. The first one is Sugar Plum Fairies with a dark contrast, Juliet, or anything else. So here's Juliet with Sugar Plum Fairies. I don't have the sleeves on, so I'm like whipping it around. Juliet right here and Sugar Plum Fairies. And I'm going to try another darker contrast. Here it is with velvet. Ta-da! This is really pretty to me as well. I'll tuck that tie in. Kyra, sweater scars scream need to me, and I love that. Ooh, Sam. Ooh, you have a project in mind. Ooh, how exciting. Let me try. I don't know if you have a skein of Bonbon in your collection, Sam, but there's those too. All right. And then Bordeaux. This is an old skein. She's fuzzy and has seen better days. Courtney says, just put zero gravity there and call it a day. There it is with Bordeaux. So pretty. I love that. Gorgeous. Gorgina. Okay. Our next one is Laughing at everyone. Hollyberry, bayberry, garland, and a fourth color, maybe a warm red. All right. All right, where's my bigger skein of holly? There it is. It's unwrapped. My bigger skein of hollyberry. I have it in sparkle here. Hollyberry, bayberry, garland, and a fourth color. So here are the three. I am going to put garnet with it. Ooh, pink topaz would be really, really pretty with sugar plum berries, but if you're wanting a contrasting color, it blends very well with them. So here is garnet with all of those. And there's garnet, just because bayberry and the hollyberry are very different red tones. I'll put the garnet in the middle so you can kind of see them married together. There you go. And let's do, there's Hollyberry, Candy Cane Lane, which is a colorway from last year, and Shortcake. I can do that. Except for now I'm like, wait, is my Candy Cane Lane skein in here? There it is. I knew it was in here somewhere. All right, Hollyberry, Candy Cane Lane. And, ooh, Garland with Sam. Ooh. So I flop my arm sleeves over my shoulder. And Shortcake. Okay. I'm going to have to put the sleeves on. The sleeves are meant to be worn. So here's this. So this is Hollyberry, which is this year's Christmas limited. Candy Cane Lane, which the red is super vibrant, and Shortcake. That's a very fun vintage pink Christmas. Next one. Northern Lights and something else inspired by the aurora we got to see in Iowa. Wow. That's awesome. All right. Here is Northern Lights. And something else. Ooh, what colors were they? What colors were they? Were they like green Northern Lights? Were they purple? Melanie, I think it would. I think it's possible that the pink and red is maybe a little too large because it's, I'm not sure if it's only 10% of the skein. It might be a little bit over that, but I think you could still make it work. Ooh, were they pink and green Northern Lights? Reds and greens. Okay, red and green. So I'm going to go with a green color. They were mostly purple and green in Alaska. So, ooh, they were green and a light maroonish. Wow. So here's it with green. This is Enchanted Forest. And that's Northern Lights. And then you could do actually garnet with them, with it. That is a very interesting combination, but I think if you did it with several other things, maybe black jeans, you could kind of tie in some fun stuff. People used to make, there's a hat pattern and a sweater pattern, and it has color work. It's a knit pattern color work with spruce trees going up it. I don't remember the name of the pattern. It was very, very, very popular for a while, and just about everyone in Alaska made them, or at least everyone in Fairbanks in my little knit night made them. So except for me. Darn it. There's still time. But they would make that one was a fun one, and a couple people have made it where they've done Northern Lights for either the body or the trees, and then they did velvet for the night sky. Ooh, Melanie says my best friend sent me pictures of the lights from New Zealand, blue and purple, stunning. Ooh, Sarah, the Alaska hat. Thank you. Sarah knows. Sarah, have you made one? It was, I don't think it was the spruce pine sweater, maybe. The Alaska hat and sweater. Kenzie, yes. Alaska hat and sweater, actually. Yes, everyone's Alaska hat. There we go. So, that was it. Ooh, Grace says, I'm actually getting ready to race outside to see the Northern Lights. That's awesome. So this is what a few people made that I saw. They made that hat with Northern Lights and velvet. And that was really, really pretty because it was like you have this and then Northern Lights, and they worked really well together. Sarah said she's made a few. It was such a cute little pattern. The Alaska beanie. Yes, I should make myself one. Thank you, Alicia. Alicia linked it. And Barbara did too. Thank you. So that's a fun one. I don't know in Iowa if you guys have a lot of spruce trees. But that was a fun memory. Ooh, Anita says she wants to use Starry Night. Ooh, that would be pretty. Starry Night in velvet. For one of those hats. Pretty. Rachel says, whip, Alaska hat and glacier and Northern Lights. Ooh, perfect. We have a lot of pines, so basically the same. There you go. There you go. You can call yours the Iowa hat, and it would work just fine. Someone says, Alaska hat is a super fun hat to make. It is fun. Brenda, I have a few, not a ton. That's fun. I'm so excited you guys got to see the Northern Lights. That's awesome. You'll have to let me know what you're thinking of making to commemorate your experience. I have a picture of the Northern Lights that I took one night. It was like 20 below. It was freaking freezing. And it was before we moved, obviously. But I took a picture on my phone in the dark, and my house lights were on and everything. But I just walked outside and I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, the Northern Lights are going crazy right now. And I thought, oh, my phone's not going to pick this up. It totally did. And it was such a great picture, and I've saved it. And then just growing up there, a couple times we would go out and watch them. But then, it just was after a little bit like, it's cold and I want to go back to bed. So we did. But it is beautiful and quite the phenomenon. We've had clouds and rain, so no Northern Lights. Aww. Ooh, someone says, it's a dream of mine to see the Northern Lights. I hope you get to. Ooh, KJ posted a Ravelry project of someone that made an Alaska hat with BSY Northern Lights. Yes. That's super fun. Is that the one I'm thinking of? It's probably the one I'm thinking of with velvet. Okay, Brenda says I'm making the Laura Nelkin into the hoods out of Northern Lights. Oh, fun. Please share when you're done. Okay, our next pairing is the Truest Yellow colored yarn. So like a primary yellow, I'm guessing. I would actually probably say lemon meringue is probably the most like true primary, although I would say that a true primary yellow is definitely brighter than this. So this is what we have that's the closest, is the truest yellow colored yarn. Closest to a primary is this one. Now, there are lots of different shades of yellow, so I'm glad you said truest yellow, because in my brain, it's like primary yellow. So that is this one. We should do a crayon box yarn colorway sometime. We'll do it with our highlighter. Gosh, this is a great idea. Okay, next September, what we should do is, or maybe August, because that's when it happens, we should do a back to school yarn set. And we just do highlighters. We have our highlighter set. We do crayons. We do a crayon set. Jeannie, Gone Bananas is a little bit yellower, a little like more muted than this one. And it has brown speckles in it, when these ones, the speckles are like yellow. There is white in lemon meringue, but the tone of this one is more like true yellow. Sarah says, I almost crashed looking up at the Northern Lights 2 nights ago driving to Fox. No! Man, I was thinking about the roads today because my family, you know, they will message me stuff and then just be like, man, every day we're taking our own lives and our lives in our own hands. And it is true. It is true. Sam, highlighter set. Crayon color's perfect. There's lots of fun patterns for scarves and blankets that look like crayons. Sam, bring back Guru and Chartreuse. That would be fun. That's suddenly I'm just like, you know what? Next August, we need to do a back to school set. Maybe we do like chalkboard green, or actually I think Faded Mates is kind of chalkboard green. And Shonda, the teacher in me loves the idea. Yes. That would be fun. School bus yellow. Val, did you really say highlighter set? Sam will be over the moon. I'm always planning on it. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's great, and I love the neons. It's just always, whenever we're fitting stuff in, I haven't quite gotten it quite there yet, or like found the perfect time, but I feel like now is the perfect time. Pink eraser. You could bring back traffic cone for a highlighter back to school set. That's Shonda. And of course, for orange, you would have to bring back traffic cone. Line paper, white with a little light blue. I think you already have something like that. Razzleberry is kind of like that a little bit. That would be fun. Traffic cone. I'm glad you guys all liked traffic cone. You know, like such a vibrant color can be a little like scary kind of to put out into the world, because it was so bright and I loved it, and a lot of us loved it in the studio, and so when you guys all love it, and just hearing you saying bring it back, I'm glad everyone loved it as much as they did. Just sometimes those crazy ones they're a little scary. Okay, Brenda, if only yarn could smell. I have thought that several times. She says mimeograph ink. Ooh. All the neons, please, and neon speckles on white. Oh, cute. All the neon lovers will like the happy birthday, the free mini that we do celebrate. That's coming out in January. For everyone, and we'll do another happy birthday skein. Chalkboard eraser, black. Oh my son would be over the moon happy if you brought back traffic cone. It's his favorite and wants me to make everything that color. Aw, he's so cute. Which Surrey would you put with velvet for a subtle color shift? Let me think about that. For a little bit, because I actually would never mind. I know what I would put. I would put Sam, or not Sam, sorry, Elvish with it for a little subtle shift in that. That's what I would put because it's a little bit lighter and a little bit more gray blue than Velvet is, which is more of a purple blue. It's like a navy. It's actually more like a navy blue. Ooh, I wonder what a prom themed series would look like. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to think about this, but maybe I'll do that when my daughters go to prom, which next year they'll be in high school. So that's happy things. That is a happy thing, but happier. Okay. All right. Ooh, Diane, I just got my birthday. Happy birthday, Minnie. Love it so much. Thank you. I'm so glad you love it. Oh my goodness, pairings. We did the Truest Yellow. Wild Iris. I'm already happy about this. Wild Blueberry, Lavender Macaroon, and 2 others. It's been a long time. Ooh, someone did hearts. Oh, Debbie, thank you for the likes on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you. Alex was like, Marcy, you need to talk the TikTok if they do hearts and likes. I was like, I had no idea. I just didn't even know the TikTok etiquette. Thank you very much. Wild Iris is my favorite Bad Sheep colorway of all time. And Debbie, that sent a heart. Thank you. All right, so here is Wild Iris. And here it is, Wild Blueberry. And here, what am I doing? Lavender Macaroon. Here we go. And then 2 others. So I'm going to move. Are we fading this? Because that would be fun. So those are really pretty. We need 2 others. Wow, that is so vibrant. Thank you. It looks like awesome with evergreen. Hint, hint. We could try, if you want to put greens in there, we could do Enchanted Forest, or the Shire would look so good. Where's my Shire skein? There it is. So a good green with Wild Iris is the Shire, but I'm not sure. I love Blueberry. Yes, it is so pretty. So here are, without the Wild Blueberry in it, this is really fun. This is the Shire, Wild Iris, and Lavender Macaroon. Is Wild Iris on silk? It is not. And Blueberry, yes. I have a silk addiction. Wild Iris is my childhood on yarn. Aw, it reminds me of fishing at Quartz Lake with my dad. Barbara, I went fishing at Quartz Lake with my dad. Look at us. How fun. And yeah, the Wild Irises around that area is what that one was made of. Okay. I'm going to take out the Shire. I have Wild Blueberry in there. I'm going to get another blue. I put Prince in there because it's pretty. And, ooh. Don't think, no. Okay, so I've got a couple options. Yes. And all right, so here's a couple options. I have Blueberry, and I'm gonna do Zero Gravity. So here is Wild Blueberry, Zero Gravity, Prince, Wild Iris, and Lavender Macaroon. And I'm going to take out Prince and add Velvet. So it's just a little bit darker than the Wild Blueberry. Ooh, Festival of Lights would be super fun. We should do that one for like a really dark one. I'm also adding incantations here. So now you have Velvet, Wild Blueberry, Wild Iris, Incantations, and Lavender Macaroon. I am going to do a Brights one with Try It with Festival of Lights. And I'm going to put Zero Gravity with this one too. There's that one. That one's really, really fun as well. This is Zero Gravity, Wild Blueberry, Festival of Lights, Wild Iris, and Lavender Macaroon. Cute. I liked that with Festival of Lights. All right. Oops. Does not go there. All right. Moving on to our next pairing. Love that fade with Wild Iris, Blueberry, and Velvet. Yes, Nikki. Debbie says, that's my favorite. Shanda, that Festival of Lights is calling my name. Oh, it's one of my favorites. I really like it. What pink would you put with Lavender Macaroon? We have a couple different pink options. You could do Shortcake. There's Bay Breeze. I'm trying to think. Maybe Pink Topaz, but that's kind of a warmer pink. Pairings are closed for the night. I will hold it up, though, at the end if I remember. Maybe shoot me a little reminder. Okay. Water, Wild Blueberry, and another blue. Ooh. Wild Blueberry is getting some love tonight. And another blue. So I'm putting it with Velvet again. Fireweed might look good. Tiffany says Shortcake to go with Lavender Macaroon. Here this is with Velvet. This is Water, Wild Blueberry, and Velvet. And let me think of another blue I would put with it. Ooh, I would put Siren with it. Ooh. Karen, any chance of bringing Sanguine out of the vault? Karen, I already did. I brought it out and I put it right back. This is Wild Blueberry, Water, and Siren. This one might be my favorite. That would be so subtle and beautiful. Lovely. But if you want something maybe darker or something like that, I would put it with Velvet. All right. Ooh, Sapphire. Sapphire would look pretty. Sapphire is gorgeous with Wild Blueberry. Karen says, you did a pairing last week and I can't forget it. What was it? Tell me. What was it? I can't remember. You can't forget it and I can't remember. What color would you use with the birth colors? All 12 colors. Okay. Karen, we're all like tagging poor Karen. Karen, which one? Karen, let us know. Oh, did I do a pairing with Sanguine last week? We're all of us on there are like, please tell us. Okay. All 12 colors. I don't have December here with me. Ooh, Amy's doing the trifle cowl. Ooh, how fun. So you would need something to go in between them all. With so much variety in here. Sam, which one are you, what color are you doing in between? Sam is doing something with all the blankets, or with all the blankets. She's making a blanket with all the, Karen, the suspense is killing us. Sam is doing a blanket with all the birthstone colorways, and I remember she showed me what she was using, and it was perfect. I don't remember though. Hello from Kenai Peninsula. Hello. Hello. I hope it's good weather there. All right. So here are, I might be missing a couple because I can't hold them all. I definitely am. For all of these and beyond, the color that I think we would use to put them all together would be probably, oh, Sam, I just really want to know because you had one that you were doing with all these colors. I love these pairings, but what type of patterns do you use? So all types of them. Ooh, Kyra says she's also making the blanket and she's debating which king. Ooh, that would be a good one. Stardust. There you go, Sam. Okay, so Sam is using Stardust, which is like a really nice light gray. The patterns that we use for all these, sometimes people have something in mind, and then if they have like a base color, so they'll say like, you know, yarn fairies, for an example, yarn fairies with a contrasting color. Usually that's if you're making something like a brioche or a color work where you need two colors and you need them to contrast so that your work really your work really stands out. And then, I mean, sometimes we just want to see what all the colors are together. We've had ones pop up over the years where someone will ask something, and there's a lot of patterns. Like there's a designer, Stephen West, who uses typically, at least from what I've seen, and everyone else can tell me if I'm right or wrong, because but just from these videos, typically he uses 5 colors, and so we'll do a lot of 5 color fades. A lot of fade projects are 5 to 7 colors. So, or 3 colors. So that's usually what we do is it helps me to have at least one colorway to work off of. Or someone will say like, tonight we've had a few, like this last one, wild iris, wild blueberry, lavender, macaroon plus 2 more. And so it's like, I know I have these ones in my stash, or like I really like these ones. How do I get them to tie together? So I think that's a lot of what we do here is stuff like this, where it's like, I want to make the trifle cowl, which is a pattern on our website, and I want to use all the birthstone colorways. What color do I use to pair them all together? And so it's stuff like that. So most of Stephen West are 4 to 5 high contrast. Yeah, so that's usually what we do for patterns with what we make it. We don't know. We're just here planning for things. Ooh, Sam says black jeans would make the birthstones pop. And I'll pull out Witch King too, which I love. So black jeans is just a black solid, which for me, I'm always like, when in doubt, just wear black jeans. That's just my own personal life rule. This is black jeans. It's a black tonal solid. And then this is Witch King, which is also black, but it's got a lot of blues and reds and some brown tones in there. So that would work really well, also pairing everything together. The creamy color, Mindy, was Stardust. It's a gray with some blues and stuff in there as well. All right. The Recollection wrap. Welcome back, Garter. Night Shift. Find your fade. Sarah says, I just believe you can use just about any combination of BSY colors. That's me. And Sarah, you have. Sarah has made some absolutely beautiful patterns with some colors that I would be like, you did the one, Sarah, with all the anniversary colorways. And I was like, that is beautiful. And I would have never, ever, ever thought to do it. So I plan to use pewter in the birthstones for a blanket project. That's a good one too. Anything new coming out before the end of November? Yes. So, okay, I don't have them with me. Oh, gosh, okay, I'm about to spill some beans. Okay, so new things that we do have coming out. We're taking a short break from Pairings. This will be our next one. Wild Iris, Wild Blueberry. Oh, and the Shire. And so I think we already looked at that. I think we kind of already looked at that. We did, because the Shire was in there and everything. Okay. Marley, would Marley work with all the birthstones? It might. It's pretty tan gray. It's very warm gray. Definitely, Nikki. Note to self, search Sarah's makes in the BSY community. Definitely. So this is coming out next weekend. Not this weekend, but next. This is the Little Women set. They're all out of order right now, but they're Marmee, which is the mother. And if you haven't read or watched the Little Women series, I think you should. This is one of my kids' favorites. Oh, Bluebird is what I meant. Okay, I'll show Bluebird. Marmee, Meg, Joe. These are all the names of the daughters. Beth, and Amy. Oh, Val, I totally forgot about it. I was going to bring Zircon, and everyone was like, do you need anything for tonight? And I was like, no, I think I'm good. And they were like, yeah, we were all like, yeah, I think we're good. I totally spaced bringing Zircon. I am so sorry. I'll have it next week for sure. Next, thank you, my dear shepherdess, Sarah. We will have Zircon next week, or not next week. Zircon's coming out December 1st, and we are doing some Black Friday colorways, but we're still working out some details for that. So that will be available over that weekend, just because it's fun to do. We did that for pies, and that was lots of fun, but we're working out some details. So the colorways are done, but there's other stuff that I want to work out before I blast it all over the internet. So, but it'll be great. Which one is Amy? This one is Amy. Focus. There we go. Amy the artist. Oh, Deb says Zircon is my December birthday color. Woohoo! Yes, Anya, they will be on all the bases. Amy is so pretty, very sky-coated. Yay! The Little Women set will not be limited. I love Marmee, Marlene. I love Marmee. Marmee is my favorite, and actually Meg might be one of my favorites now that it's coming out and it's being dyed and stuff. It's so beautiful. So pretty. And I just swatched up Joe yesterday. I finished swatching her and I loved it. All right. Okay. Zircon and silk. Yeah, that is really pretty. How long will the Sparkle DK be available until it's gone? Yes, Nikki. We will have it available until it's gone. Gotta make me some Marmee Sparkle socks. Aw. I love that you have a Little Women set, and I can't wait to get the set. I'm really, really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. Okay, Terry, Merry Christmas to me. Yes. Those two together have to come to Asheville. Yes, they're so pretty, Marmee and Meg. All right, so our next one, Wild Iris, Bluebird, and the Shire, and a fourth purpley color. Okay. Bluebird, the Shire, and let's do incantations with this. So this is Wild Iris, Bluebird, the Shire, and incantations. And here it is with lavender macaroon. Oops, there we go. And here it is with Juliet, which I just thought about, like maybe. And then I was going to put Merlot. Did I put it somewhere? I was going to put Merlot, but when I pulled it out the first time, Merlot is like a real burgundy. And for some reason, I can't find it. After I just had it in my hands. So Merlot isn't great. There it is. Floor. Goodness. It's pretty, but I'm not sure that it would be my first choice, but that's for you to decide. Because it's got some red tones in it. But those are those with Wild Iris. Stacy, what is that sweater you're wearing? This is a pattern coming out. Denise, I'm 60 and I read at least 3 books a week and I've never read Little Women or Pride and Prejudice. What? So I guess I should put them on my TBR list. Oh, but I have read Anne of Green Gables. Would like to reread that too, maybe in retirement. I love Anne of Green Gables. I read it as an adult and was just like floored by it. And I always loved the Canadian version of Anne of Green Gables. That was the best Gilbert and the best Anne. They were so good. So good. It was so well cast. And it followed the book super well. And then when I read them later, I didn't know it had followed the books. I just loved it. But then when I read the books later, I was like, this is so good. Anyways, I love it. Did you decide how long you will keep the birthstone yarn? Yes. But some people are trying to convince me otherwise. So, so again, I can't. Mum's the wood tonight. Imagine making a project with the Little Women set while watching the movie. Squee! Grace. It would be so cute. It's giving spring in Ireland. I haven't done Anne of Green Gables yet. I believe it's coming next year. Yasuko, I used to read the entire collection of Anne of Green Gables every year until I married, but I haven't read it in years now. I really want to read them again. Yasuko, do you have a daughter? Some of mine read them, or they listen to them before they sleep at night. Okay. Mindy hasn't read any of them. Gasp. I am gasping. All right, so we need a Gilbert colorway and a Sherlock Holmes set. Basically what we're deciding right now is it is not time for me to retire. Want to ask if you can suggest any colorways with long color changes. We have a couple. They're very light, but the Ocean's Treasure set has some longer color changes. And the new one, Hollyberry, has some longer color changes. Just trying to look at my collection. Christmas Carol has longer color changes, and it is very cute. trying to think of some. I know they're in here, but my brain is blanking. But those ones for sure are some longer color changes. Denali is one for sure. Okay. Growing up, Little Women wasn't my jam. Lord of the Rings all the way. That's a great one too. All right. So I'm getting so distracted. This is a pattern coming out tomorrow. It is crochet. It's the Neve crochet sweater scarf by Courtney Clark. So you can wrap it. I'll show you the back. I'm wearing it. There it is. I'm wearing it crossed in the front. You can cross it in the back as well. I'll do a whole video to show how you can wear it. It's got sleeves. So you basically wrap it around and put your arms in the sleeves. It's crochet and sparkle fingering. And it uses about 2,400 yards of a fingering weight yarn. So this will be out tomorrow. On our website, badsheepyarn.com, and it'll have a couple kits in there, but really, I think the camera's focusing on the mic. There it goes. Now I have to talk all weird. We'll have a couple kits available for it, but you can also just pick your favorite colorways. If any of the kits are like, no thanks, because the pattern will be available by itself as well. All right, my uncle sent me the Anne of Green Gables set because he said Sweet Valley High School book I was reading were trash. Must read Little Women and Pride and Prejudice, even better on the second, even third read. Sam said, well, if we're requesting ACOTAR, listen, I can't do it if it's still in publishing and I have copyright infringement problems. Also, Sam, you know I didn't like that series. You know I was like, Mama. We've talked about this. So I'm like, if I don't like it, we're not doing it. No. Just kidding. But also meat yarn. No, I'm kidding. We could come up with creative names. Sam. Oh, man. An Agatha Christie set. I've actually thought of that, Danielle. I love that. I read all of the Agatha Christie books, and I just got one of my older daughters one of her books to read, and she was like, Mom, this is kind of creepy. And I was like, yeah. Just oh, Barbara, I still think a Little House on the Prairie set would be awesome. I agree. About the Magical Midlife series. You liked that one. I did like it. Lord have mercy, you all read such wholesome books. I was reading Flowers in the Attic. Who knew? Listen, those are just the ones we talk about on the internet, Shonda. Maybe Nancy Drew, Agatha Christie, very light. My girls they're a little too old for one I've thought about getting Nancy Drew books. Golden Compass, that's kind of like a light theme from our winter solstice advent this year. Can you see it? Like we drew very light inspiration from it and loved it. Okay. All right, so we've got to focus. We've got so many pairings left. I'm gonna go quickly through these, everyone. I'm so sorry, but we've got to move. Air, Chivalry, Heavy Metal, Sapphire, Water, and Wizard's Robes. Air, Chivalry, Sapphire. I'm just getting so used to our 2-hour timeline. that we've been keeping, but oh man, the sapphire is just all the way in my little basket here. There it is. All right. Oops. 45 minutes for approximately 6 pairings. I know. Is there any system for the organization of skeins? There is one. You wouldn't know it by looking behind, but there is a little one for me. They're not in like all the sets released, but they are. I do keep sets together, so they're not in like release order. All right, wizard robes. Oh. All right, let me make sure I have all this one. Air, chivalry, heavy metal, sapphire, water, and wizard robes. This is beautiful. All right, I'm holding this up. There we go. Beautiful. Sapphire over here. Water, chivalry, heavy metal, air, and wizard robes. That's beautiful. Our next pairing, a yellow or gold to go with owl. My precious. Or Dr. Jekyll, which I love. That is a beautiful fade, wasn't that? With the Noble Knight set. Oops. Our next, Hollyberry Lemon Meringue. All right, well, there it is. Hollyberry Lemon Meringue, pink topaz, vintage champagne, and a blue. All right, here we are, and a blue. Looking, I might grab sapphire. Ooh, Barbara says Dr. Jekyll on silk looks like spun gold. It really does. Mindy, how about a fourth wing? I mean, dragon set. I also didn't like that series either. But the dragons are fun. Dragons are really cool. And I do like books where they put dragons in there. Just not those ones. That's okay. All right, so this, and then a blue to go with this one. I'm using velvet a lot tonight, but I'm going to try it with this, and then I'll try sapphire. Oh, I left sapphire out. Here it is with sapphire. Ooh, Brenda liked that. She said that's the winner. Sam, I have started those books and I only have gotten through the second one and then I have moved on. But I think it's because I'm listening to them and not reading them. And the girl who reads them is insufferable to me. So, maybe that's my problem. And I also feel super bad that I'm shooting down all these really popular series because I like that genre. And I loved Twilight. So I'm like, what is my problem? But I think it was because I was listening to them, but I'm not sure. Oh, Karen, love those. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad you do. All right. Dr. Seuss colors. Ooh, that would be cute. Our next pairing is the Little Women set with a solid or a tonal that would pull them all together. So I'm going to pick Feather, kind of. Alicia, I also love Twilight, so I also hold others to that standard or they don't quite make it. Well, I feel like because if I go back and read Twilight now, I'm very much like, no thank you. But it was the very first of that kind ever for I think me and a lot of people. So the Twilight set. So I think that's more why I was like, I loved them because it was like my very first introduction to that genre. Sam said they get better. That's what I've heard. Don't you dare talk bad about the angel that is Elizabeth Evans, the narrator. I didn't mean to, and I think it's like and I remember I think my sister-in-law told me that too. Like the first few are not that great. They get way better. And they've talked about that. So I know I need to just push through and read them. I know I do. And I know that I'd probably like it. But like I listen to audiobooks when I run a lot, and I was listening to it when I was on a particularly long run. And in the first two books, she's so whiny and snooty, and I just couldn't. So that was my thing. I just couldn't. I just was like, I can't handle your attitude right now. So I put it down. So I will pick them up again, I know. But for right now, I was like, no. All right. So what I'm going to pick with this, I pulled out yeah, this one's way better. I pulled out Feather. It was a little too bright. I didn't quite like it with the Little Women set. And so I put Marley with it, which really it does marry them all together with those warm gray tones, but it's also like kind of antique-y, and I think that works for this vibe. So, sorry. I was reading comments and totally blanked out. This is Marley on top with the Little Women set that comes out next week. And I think that would be a good one for blending them all together. Nikki, I won't nag about a practical magic set again unless you want to, but I really liked the Pairings reel video you made a few weeks ago. Yay! I'm glad. That's the yarn of a killer Bella. Marley is perfect with Little Women. I like it. Our next one is Meg, Pink Topaz, and Sugar Plum Fairies. Ooh. Here they are. The Little Women set will come in minis. Ooh, Yasuko said that might be the one that I have to pick for my Pairings request too. There is Meg, Pink Topaz, and Sugar Plum Fairies. So pretty. I would like to see Espresso added as a dark with the Marley plus Little Women set. Nikki, I will show that. I have a couple more. All right. Zero Gravity with Mr. Hyde. I already know this is a yes. Zero Gravity with Mr. Hyde. And our next one The Little Women's set, a la mode and black jeans to see which one it pulls out nicely for a striped sweater. So, black jeans, a la mode. All right, so here's the full set with black jeans and a la mode. And then I'll do espresso in there as well to show with Marley. Courtney says, has anyone read Fairy Tale by Stephen King? It is fantasy and so flipping good. I haven't read it. Some of my kids want to, my older kids, they want to read some Stephen King books, but I'm a little afeared about it. I'm like, I don't know. Here is the Little Women set with a la mode over here and espresso, or sorry, black jeans right here. And show espresso. If I can find it, where'd it go? And Marley. Hold on, I have to lean over. Is it over here? There it is. Found it. Okay. Here's espresso and Marley with the Little Women set. Oops. Ooh, Nikki says yes! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation points. I listened to the Fairy Tale by Stephen King, was amazed. Highly recommend. I hear they're already talking about making it a movie. Michelle, I have to leave, but now I know what to order. Some of these pairings are so beautiful. I know exactly what pattern. I can realize a beautiful shawl. Where will we place tomorrow? In the meantime, I wish you have a very good weekend with your family. Michelle, have a great weekend. Anita, I got to sorry guys, I'm reading all your comments and getting distracted. What's new? This is the Little Women set with espresso and Marley. Here is, just because they're close, espresso and Joe. So if that affects your striped sweater, there's that. Another thing, maybe. All right, so if you want a fun contrast, you could try Dr. Jekyll in there. With Marley. So that's an option there too, and I like that, but you guys know I really like having a color pop in there. All right. The Noble Knight set with a third color. I really like it with wizard robes, and I think that's like a beautiful fade. So this is the Noble Knight set, which is chivalry and heavy metal. And then this is wizard robes. If you don't want wizard robes in there, here it is with velvet, and then you play off of the blue and that like teal green that's in there. So this is velvet, heavy metal, and chivalry, which you can get these two together or separate as the Noble Knight set. Next is Lupin with yellow and something dark. And I finally brought a skein of Lupin home that is not a bulky weight. And Sophia Crochet, I like the Noble Knight set. I do too. Nikki says she's liking it more and more. Yes, me too. We love it. This is Lupin. This is a very current skein. With yellow and something dark. Here it is with lemon meringue. And here it is with Merlot. So you can get all the spectrum of colors in there. If you, instead of that Merlot, you can always do something like Festival of Lights. Looks really fun with those blues. Or Zero Gravity would be really fun in there too. All right. Suggestions for Wild Blueberry. We've shown quite a few of them today. But here it is with Merlot. For those purples that are really pretty. Here it is with water to pull out some really fun teal blues and in a similar dye pattern. So your dye patterns are really similar when you're working it up. And here it is with Orchid. All right. Our next one. Ooh, Zircon with some nice contrast. So I will have that next week. Sorry. I forgot to bring it home. Folklore with blues, greens, maybe Impressions. Also wondering if Sea Glass would be a good replacement for Peppermint Sweeties to go with Shiny Bright. Yes to that. Yes to the Sea Glass being a good replacement for Shiny Bright. Yes. All right, I'm making sure I'm getting comments. We're cool, we're cool. That looks like Mardi Gras with a little green. Lupin with purple and yellow. That is kind of like that. If you put the Shire in there, it would be Mardi Gras. Which one am I doing? Folklore with blues and greens. Okay. Here is Folklore. I always pair it with Bluebird for those blues. I feel like Bluebird makes the blue in there really pop. And then for green, here is Echo, which is beautiful. And I was going to pull out Eleanor as well. Here it is. Here it is with Eleanor. And show you Impressions with it and Eleanor. Maria, that's so pretty. I love this. So here it is. This is the other side of the skein with Eleanor right here and Impressions right here. Pink Topaz, Sugar Plum Fairies, Amethyst Quartz, and Wild Blueberry, and one more for a fade. Pink Topaz, Amethyst Quartz. Ooh, that's another one that looks pretty with Wild Blueberry. I forgot. I knew there was some more. And which other ones? Pink Topaz, Sugar Plum Fairies. Amethyst Quartz, Wild Blueberry, and one more for a fade. Okay, let's look at what we've got. So one more, I would go in the darker area. And Ooh, oh, what am I thinking? Duh, Peruvian butterflies, of course. Of course. Any hints for Black Friday? Courtney goes, yes, Black Friday hints. We've been such good live listeners tonight. Here this is wild blueberry, Peruvian butterfly, sugar plum fairies, pink topaz, and amethyst quartz. If you would rather have a blue in that fade, you could do maybe blue morpho, but that kind of throws off the sugar plum fairies a little bit. Velvet or zero gravity would also be pretty. I don't know though. I really like that. This is wild blueberry, blue morpho, sugar plum fairies, pink topaz, and amethyst quartz. I don't know. I really like that. Okay. I'll put zero gravity in there. That's pretty too. Okay, I'm going to flip these two around just to see. Those are pretty too. That was with zero gravity. So pretty. And velvet would be beautiful too, but I would put it before. Actually, I don't know because there's not a single solid in this. They're all these like really pretty speckly tonals. So I would keep with that vibe, and I think that's why I've been liking this, is because it's like they're all the same with the speckled tonals. So when you're fading, you're not going to have like a somewhat obvious color change there. It will be very seamless. All right. Raven would be good too. Oh, I feel like we just did the sugar plum fairies and a blue solid. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is it? So, I know everyone's like, is it blue, is it purple? But I would put Prince with sugar plum fairies because they were made to go together. Diane, have a great night. This is Prince and sugar plum fairies. They were made to be together. That's what I would pick. Other than that, we've done a lot of like velvet, bluebird. Those are all very, very pretty with sugar plum fairies as well. Zircon and Festival of Lights actually look absolutely stunning together, but I don't have zircon. Dang it. Ice Fog, Incantation, Zero Gravity, Wild Blueberry, Lavender Macaron, and Air. All right. Velvet, right? Ice Fog, Incantations. I don't know why I thought. I've been pulling Velvet a lot tonight. All right. Incantations was one. Ice Fog is right here. Ice Fog, Incantation, Zero Gravity, Air, Wild Blueberry, and Lavender Macaron. And Lavender Macaron. There we go. Okay. Here we are. Holding it all up. Oh, Yasuko, Sparkle Prince is right next to me, and that will make a beautiful sweater shawl you're wearing. Too bad I don't wear clothes that match it. Oh, no. I think it would look very pretty with a white blouse. I'm like, that's a staple in all of our closets, right? This is Wild Blueberry over here. Zero Gravity, Incantations, Ice Fog, Air, and Lavender Macaron. There we go. Oh, and Kathy, she's thinking about making a Lapoof sweater using hollyberry. Would you please show me? This is one of the very last ones. A triple pairing. And there. will you show me a triple pairing with holly berry and a lighter medium yarns? Yes. So, holly berry being the darker one. People have been doing it with pink topaz, and I just loved that. Although that would be, it would not fade. It would be a definite color block. So, let me think here for a second. Loading. Ooh, I'm really thinking greens here. It looks so pretty with the pink topaz. It really does. There they are. Maybe I'm just thinking here. Maybe something like this. I know there's 4 in here, but I couldn't decide. This is I would do vintage champagne next to that, and then there are these 2 greens. I think garland is best with holly berry, and then there's vintage champagne if you don't want that pink topaz pink in there, which I think is lovely. This holly berry is kind of a hard one to get that seamless fade in the lip poof because it has such stark contrast colors, or something like the contrast changes are so different. So I'm looking. You could also do Enchanted Forest as the darker green, which I think is pretty. And then maybe a red, like, no, that's a very Christmassy sweater. I'm determined. Like, I will figure this out. Not that one. Ooh, well, I don't know, maybe Red Dragon, but then that's very red. That's my problems, is I'm getting some very red. Sitka Spruce would work well with holly berry. The pink one with the holly berry was pink topaz. All right. Yes, someone said we're almost to the 2-hour mark, so I'm sorry. I'll be thinking about that holly berry one. But I'm having a hard time because my brain can't get beyond the pink topaz, but that's okay. All right. Whew, everyone, thank you. We made it through pairings. I hope you all had a good time. I sure did. Tomorrow the Neve sweater comes out by Courtney Clark. And it's just so beautiful, and it's a crochet pattern, and it's made out of sparkling fingering weight yarn. You can make it out of regular non-sparkle if you want to, but this is absolutely lovely. It would be a beautiful, beautiful collection to anyone's wardrobe. Mine is made out of Sam and Sparkle. There will be kits online as well if you want some of the guesswork taken out for you. They're all Sparkle kits, but they're good colorways that you could use with this. So you can just do some yardage. Always look at the sizes, look at the yardage requirements online, and then you can grab the pattern and whatever yarn you like. So as always, everything is available, just the pattern. You can grab some kits if you want. But it's absolutely beautiful, and these cables are stunning, and looks like a great pattern with video tutorials and lots of help if crocheted cables are new to you. So that's it. I hope you all have a lovely evening and weekend. I apologize for not having zircon. I totally forgot that I said I would bring it, and I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I blame packing all the advents. That's what I blame. It's been really fun and honestly, one of the best advent packing experiences I've had so far. I have loads of paper cuts, but that's okay. We have only a couple 20 something more online. This is my little sample box. So if you're wanting one, it's 24 mini skeins hand dyed by all of us. This is about the color palette. It's very winter. We're calling it our winter solstice advent. And all the colorways are beautiful. I have not got tired of them yet, but anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I believe I'm coming back next week. I'll have to look at my calendar. It's starting to be the time of holiday school performances. So I might have a couple weeks here and there that I'm missing because of that. And also, just so that everyone knows, on Thanksgiving week, we will not have a live. So I'll try and move around so that we don't miss too many weeks because we like to get together. So thank you, Lynn. Have a great evening. Shonda, have a great rest of your week. Everyone else, thank you. Tina, Courtney, Maria, Jamie, Kyra. And as always, thank you, Sam and Alicia. They're our moderators on our Facebook group. They're here every live, just about helping me with everything that I need and being support. And thank you guys. They're super awesome. And they're all in our Facebook group too, which is, that's a great job. They do a great job there. So, all right, everyone, have a great night. I will see you all next time. Bye. I have to press all the buttons. Okay.